Hello, future YouTube. My name is Christian. It is my birthday, my very first YouTube video, and yeah, here we go. It's not exactly my birthday, at least right now, but the day that I'm going to be posting this, it will be my birthday, and I'm turning 32. Man, this is uncomfortable. But that's the whole fucking point of all of this, right? Um, I've been I've been kind of stuck in analysis paralysis for the last several years of my life, and I'm kind of done letting that be the case. I'm kind of forcing myself to get uncomfortable and go through the growing pains, which this first chapter of whatever this is going to be on YouTube is going to be. So, gratefully, the odds that anybody's going to see this is pretty slim. So, whoopee for me. I've given myself, I don't know, about 15 to 20 videos to become more proficient, more comfortable in speaking to a camera. How unnatural and uncomfortable it is. Well, maybe not uncomfortable, but definitely unnatural to be staring at a screen or staring at a lens, talking. Especially in today's culture, I feel like you put a camera in front of somebody and you have to perform. It's just the nature of the camera. My hands are sweaty. Um, so, yeah, we'll see how this all turns out. My intentions for all of this is to allow my intentions to evolve. Um, yeah. I am desperate to play any role in my culture, my society, my humanity, and I feel like I have no idea what to do. And this feels very compelling. Without getting into too much detail, for the last 10 years or so of my life, like I said, I'm turned 32, and at the age of 21, I was institutionalized. Um, I attempted suicide. I tried to put a knife into my stomach, and it wasn't the first nor the last time I attempted suicide. And for the last 10 years, I have been working really, really hard on cultivating my internal landscape and redeveloping my beliefs from the ground up. Um, I think we take very for granted our belief system and how we have oftentimes inherited it. And I think the foundation, or at least the beginnings of whatever I want to, I don't know if channel or whatever this experiment is here on YouTube, um, is going to be in some way to explain my journey, process, and hopefully, if anybody gets any bit of wisdom, peace, presence out of any of this, then beautiful. Then beautiful. Um, like I said, this will definitely evolve, and I have no clue how it is I'm going to go about doing this because I I'm not a monk. I'm not a master at any of this. I just know that I have proven to myself that I was able to um, remove myself from daily panic attacks, weekly panic attacks, monthly, and I think it took about 4 or 5 years to really um, get my panic attacks under control. And I will go into more detail around all of that stuff in the future. But genuinely, this first episode is to get fucking comfortable doing this because I feel like a schlub. And yeah, so maybe a little bit more about myself. My name is Christian, and I don't know if I'll ever say my full name because I will not share this with people in my real life. Um, and I don't know if I'll share my real life here. There's something weirdly satisfying about the kind of secret, I suppose, that goes along with this, the anonymity. But I've named the channel Christian Mingles. And that's what I'm doing. I'm mingling with my camera. And yes. So, like I said, I'm not a master or a professional at any of this stuff. But the tools that I hopefully can bring here are guitar, art, and internal landscape. I realize that most of the things that I'm doing in my life are in service of regulating my own nervous system. And it would be really cool if somebody else were able to do that, either through my art or my music or whatever. And I'm sure a lot of this is going to get fairly philosophical because I guess that's the other reason I'm doing this too, is because I feel so fucking alone. And not in a physical sense. I do have people that I deeply cherish in my life, and I have community that does and can show up for me gratefully. But there is something about talking about this that just doesn't happen. And as much as I do love my community and many people that can show up in very deep and wonderful ways, I do feel like I'm missing some element to expression. It's funny, I feel like sometimes again, without going too deep into the story, when I was 21, I attempted suicide, and it wasn't out of depression or hopelessness, though I have had those for sure. It was out of deep delusion and paranoia. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia and psychosis. And I believed that I needed to kill myself to end the suffering of humanity, the human race, and all of that shit. So, I don't know exactly where I was going with this. I can't remember. Finding peace. So that's what I've been on the search for is peace. Yeah, maybe I'll leave it there and keep it short. As of now, what I would love to do is maybe set an intention with this and move through the week and study that intention, cultivate that intention, and then at the end of this video, I'll tack on reflections at the end of the week. And I know it's like of all YouTube informational convention, it seems to be the worst idea in the world to do anything that is broad or generalized. There's this obsession in our society to ultra specialize, find a niche, and mine the shit out of that niche. Well, I have a bit, I'd say a wonderful habit of actively moving against convention to oftentimes my own detriment. So I'm going to do that with this and do this for me. And if somebody else likes it, dope, fucking cool. But it's gonna be kind of a variety show, and I want to just like uh, sprinkle peace and wisdom into random activities that I enjoy doing and try to figure out some tasteful way to merge all of these things. Again, first video. If anyone happens to ever see this and the subsequent 15-20 videos, I love you. You are wonderful. And if you happen to watch this fully, kudos on your patience and your interest in your ability to focus. I think that is a superpower, as not just on a human level, but in today's society in general. I'm eternally grateful for you, and I love you. Thank you.